Hello, welcome to Denver Rose Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. So, the channel has been dying in the last day or so. Don't know why. I guess those videos have run its course. So, we're going to try something new and review some rom-coms, which I was actually planning. I don't know if you're new to the channel, you don't notice. I used to do like theme months where I would pick a theme and then every day or every couple days I would review a movie based or movie or comic based off that theme. Check out the playlists, you'll find them. So I was gonna do like Summer Love Month where all month I just reviewed rom-coms because. I know people, I always hated rom-coms, but I know people who I respect who are like, no, there are actually good rom-coms out there. It's just one of those genres where it's very hard to pull off. So, I watched one of those rom-coms that one of my friends recommended to me, which is, obviously, you read the title, Better Off Dead, 1985, which is a comedy romance film. Sorry. An hour and 37 minutes. It's directed by Savage Steve Holland and stars John Cusack as Lane Mayer, Diane Franklin as Monique Juneau, who you'll know from Last American Virgin. You got Curtis Armstrong as Charles DeMar, which we were supposed to review the Last American Virgin, and the movie was just it's too cringe to watch all the way through. Amanda Weiss as Beth Truss, don't know who she is. David Ogden Stiers as Al Meyer, who's John Cusack's father, and Dan Schneider as Ricky Smith. Which I knew that Dan Schneider was in the movie, but as I was watching the movie, I totally forgot he was in the fucking film. Which, if you know who Dan Schneider is, he's the reason why your kids probably shouldn't watch Nickelodeon. Look up that whole rabbit hole. A certain famous actor, Robert Downey Jr., may have or may not have publicly accused him of being a creep around kids, if you know what I mean. Which is fucking ironic as fuck, because he plays like this character who is a sex pest in the movie. It's like, holy shit, man. It's like manifest destiny. So the movie is about Lane Mayer, who's John Cusack, who is a teen in high school in California, who's obsessed with his hot girlfriend Beth Truss. But when he goes to try out for this ski team, he gets embarrassed, and his girlfriend dumps him for the more popular Stalin, who's the who's the captain of the ski team. Which I'm like, I thought it was kind of weird that they live in sunny California, but there's like a mountain. That's like a few hours away from where they live, where they can all ski, and it's always snowing year long, apparently, or at least that's what it looks like in the movie. So I don't know if that's a real fucking thing or what, but yeah. And so he after that, he gets depressed. He tries to kill himself several times throughout the film, but most of the time he gets saved by Curtis Armstrong, his best friend in the movie, who plays Charles DeMar, who is like a druggie, basically. He's the druggie best friend. No, you don't see him do actual drugs, but it's like he's supposed to be a druggie, right? After that, there's also this other subplot where across the street from them, there's this French foreign exchange student, Monique Juneau, who's living at the Smith's family residence, which is like, basically she's living there because the single mother is trying to hook her up with her fat virgin son, which is played by Dan Schneider. I'm pretty sure. Like there's only one fat guy in the movie, so it has to be him, right? And throughout the film, there's like throughout the movie, John Cusack's character constantly embarrasses himself, and eventually meets Monique Janot, and they start to form this romance. And at the end of the film, he has like two face-offs in the film, one against Stalin and against Ricky Smith, where he defeats both opponents and gets the girl, and that's the end of the movie. There's some really cool running gags in the movie, like Lane Mayer character likes to draw, and so there's like funny cartoon animations throughout the film. There's like a couple running gags in the film. One where like John Cusack's character gets in races with these two Japanese brothers. One of them doesn't speak English. The other one learns English from watching races on TV. So he has this like funny racetrack voice that he does, and their car has like a speakerphone. So and like most of the races he gets in usually leads to him crashing, like John Cusack crashing his car right away. There's this other running gag where there's this paper boy that that breaks the windows of their family's garage, and constantly that the windows breaking on that garage is one running gag. The other running gag is the paper boy constantly throughout the film will randomly show up, which you can kind of tell when he's going to show up, but like randomly shows up and like pounds John Cusack's character for $2, which he never pays them. And there's even a funny scene where when Lane Mayer and Stalin race down the K-12 track on the mountain, right, which is supposed to be super dangerous, where people die. They race down, and like the paper boy follows him, and like Stalin pushes him off the mountain. And you think that kid is gonna die, but he survives. Like, the movie is very over the top. You also have the brother of Lane Meyer, who is like a little kid genius who develops a fucking ray gun or a blaster that looks kind of like Han Solo's gun from Star Wars. And he builds a fucking rocket ship and destroys the roof of the house at the end. Like, this movie is fucking insane. There's also some funny 80s songs in the movie. There's some 80s some funny 80s songs in the movie that are pretty cool. You have like the running. There's like a funny scene where like John Cusack's like arguing with a cartoon version of Death's Cross, and he tries to hit on this cheerleader who is simultaneously dating every member of the basketball team, and he tries to hit on her. Accidentally, somehow like pulls like her uniform off, which apparently the uniform is like a onesie, and immediately gets his ass kicked by the basketball team. I thought that was funny. Lots of funny scenes. The movie is a bit over the top, but it was pretty. I enjoyed it despite the over topness. Kind of reminded me of another film I wanted to review for Summer of Love Month, which we're not going to do, but maybe I'll review some of those movies, which was Stephen Chow's Delivery. What was it called? Delivery with Love? Love with... Ah, fuck, I can't remember the name. But it's on Netflix, so it's like... There's only like 4 or 5 Stephen Chow movies on Netflix. I think it's a Love Delivery or some shit like that. You'll fucking find it, man. You'll fucking find it. And that's a really funny movie, man. That's a rom-com that's over the top. Where like Stephen Chow is a delivery boy, falls in love with this chick, who's part of this like karate club. No, she's in a judo club, and she starts dating this karate guy, and like Stephen Chow has to learn kung fu so he can defeat the karate guy, and like Nick Tat teaches him this bullshit, this bullshit fighting technique where Stephen Chow grabs somebody and rolls down like stairs, staircases and shit, and like every time like they hit the a step, he makes sure to uses his opponent's body. So he uses that to defeat the karate guy, who's like invincible and like beats the shit out of every member of the other martial arts clubs at the rec center or whatever the fuck that the community center place. Which yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, check it out, man. So yeah, if I were to give this movie a rating, I would say 7 out of 10. You know, that's the consensus on lines, and I gotta say, I would say that's a fair rating, man. Though like people might be turned off by like the gross food that that John Cusack's mother tries to feed their family, man. Oh, and if you're a fan of fake Christmas movies, where basically like there'll be like Christmas in one scene and people will use that as an excuse to watch it on Christmas. This movie has a Christmas scene, right? So you can use this as a fake Christmas movie if you want. All right, guys, peace.